That spring roster of Longzhu didn't quite work out for these teams.
Possible.
We didn't get to 6 last time around, but someone could have if they weren't too busy killing the Nexus. Very frustrating.
And
I've been told a few times that this particular Drake take, not so good.
So we'll see if this ends up happening, but now this side of the map should belong to HKA. What I don't like is the fact that the Rakan is still running up the jungle right now. Note that the Ezreal with the smaller circle can also teleport back up if they decide to go for the Rift Arrow.
Well, Jack.
I'm learning all the new buttons. I realized I used the big circle when I should have used the small circle.
No,
we also have the arrow because they should be going in that direction towards the Rift.
Stun comes through from that. Scat of the week from Mission. Love it. Perfect execution top side of the map, but misses the 3-point. Oh! And Opka has to flash. Survives in the end. And look, as long as you land enough buttons, that's the result. So Rocky, really nicely done. Q gets in there and Crash will execute him. Did give a bit of a Cyrillic alphabet lesson yesterday.
Yeah.
I tuned out.
You can check the VOD.
Okay, well, I certainly will. That's my homework, because Unified's homework is staying alive. Bottom side.
Dying to a Xayah who doesn't have to burn flash. Not that great, but they're going to try and make a move back.
Featherstone comes in. Blake Call is fantastic. There's so much burst damage as Flash has to fly out of the way, and Kaiwing going to be there just to charm them all up with the
Now
quickness.
they wanted Jarvan Galio because they know it's a flashless lead.
Yeah, Lloyd gets in there. Cataclysm. The Cataclysmic entrance is in fact in there as well. As the True Shot Barrage flies through, gets a couple, but not going to keep these turrets alive. As Unified with full health isn't going to be able to save on the way out to stop Crash from following up. As, okay, walks into a sphere, that's bad. Oh, the extended range so good from a couple of patches ago as Crash now caught out of position. The unleashed power, is it going to be there? No, it's not, as Crash is just going to fall. And now G4's got to be there.
They want to confirm 3Z ran all the way down.
All right, play it by the numbers. They'll trade an Infernal Drake for the outer. Beautiful. We just need a little love heart. Can you draw that?
I don't think that's why they made this, but mid-jungle synergy.
Yeah.
That is not hard.
Look, I appreciate the effort. That was beautiful.
Even Galio not falling behind gives them strong initiation. So even though we're harping on the slowness a little bit, I don't think Megan needs to be in a rush for this game. Once they hit IE on Xayah is really the time they can start doing stuff, and I think that'll naturally line up with them being able to go and do Baron.
Yeah, and I think they understand that as well, because they even just gave up an Infernal Drake, thinking that regardless of whether or not we have that, we have a composition that is just going to be able to do more things in the later stages of the game. They're gifted over the second Ocean Drake. Seems like they really like these ones, as we're playing with the minimap once again. Where are we going, Jeff?
Well, okay, I meant to do the solid line.
Okay.
They're splitting the map. If you just look at the color of the wards on both sides, if they can get that, that's actually
just
really
set
big.
the ward right there if you wanted to. But
There's like 6 wards on the screen.
Very low. The fight is in now as the grand entrance going to be answered by the heroic one, and maybe that one's going to be Featherstone timing is brilliant. Oh, Jewel flashes, gets the recall on the feathers, but in the backline, Mission is going to get taken down. Rocky diving throughout this fight as G4 doesn't find the Winds of War, but does he have HKA where he wants them so far? It's 4 versus 3, but the Mega Gnar's in, stopwatched so stunningly from G4, gets a little bit of a taunt on the Mega Gnar, but he's so healthy as he dives on through with the Shuriken backflip and survives the turret shot. Mega with a team that were able to win out in the team play.
Yeah, and I want to see what happens now that he has
Control ward comes in relatively late.
but it's still going to force the fight.
Yep, half the health bar now on the Baron, but the turn is going to be in depth. Charge comes down, only gets Kaiwing as Lloyd looking for Mission. Cataclysm dives on top. There's the heroic entrance, but I don't know whether it's great when Lloyd is already dead. The taunt is brilliant though. Big Mega Gnar as the Featherstorm gonna try and avoid. Kick back there onto Pop, and Duel is gonna go down. HKA getting them one after the other. Pop is going to be the next to go down, and now G4, the last remaining Gargoyle, and Mega. They tried to go for it. They tried to initiate what they wanted, and HKA had the answers. Justice Punch into the flash, but they want to kill him, and they will do it. The ace comes through, and
Hongkong taken to basically no health, did no damage, and then the Galio ultimate was actually just stopwatched by Mission. Those pesky stopwatches. So once
I don't know how that happened.
He must have got, we may not have seen it, but a multi-kick through, because the kick can end up doing...
tower, not going to be long for the world. And as we were talking about, that gold graph is indeed finally HKA get up from the depths.
Yeah, and Mega really showing an inability to take their small leads into advantages. The other
Find a team fight that they're looking for, but it's misexecution in the last fight that's really putting them behind. And now HKA is splitting the map and denying that attempt.
absolutely no vision in the jungle whatsoever, so trying to get a flank engage, which is what I think they really need, is difficult. Still 42 seconds on this Baron as well, which is already a very positive power play. HKA just looking to continue.
Nice double stun.
Oh, there it is.
Very, very low. There's another cataclysmic entrance, but Lloyd going to put it somewhere where we're not going to get any knockups. It's just used defensively. And if that Scat of the Week had have landed, it might have been a dead Jarvan. Still relatively tanky, but it did cost them the inhibitor turret bottom side of the map, and they're just bleeding objectives now. As Mega, they can't play against the maneuverability of Hongkong Attitude because they start their combo, they look for it, and then there's arcane shifts, there's safeguards, there's grand entrances, battle dances.
Here comes the fight.
Of which, we're diving into the backline now. The quickness is brilliant, but the taunt is even better. G4 getting the work done, takes down Mission as the dive into the backline crash, gets one off the end as Pop is going to do exactly that. And the turret is going to join in this fight. Blade Caller doesn't get any joy as back to the fountain for the majority of Mega, and Kaiwing now is going to be tanking up this turret. They'll ignore the backdoor bonus.
They're able to get the kill on him this time, and here again, 6 Drakes, but the more normal ones are going to...
Opening the opportunity.
Might have a flank finally.
Yeah, there's the knockup. Looks for Unify, but doesn't get there, as now it's just Lloyd by himself on the backline. No heroic entrance going to come in there as Lloyd just left on his lonesome, but he's not taken down just yet. 2 kills there for HKA though, and Lloyd was ignored. They just killed everyone else. We've got the instant interrupt on the heroic entrance. Dale now just in the backline trying to survive. He's done it for quite some time, but now Lloyd, no damage. That's the ace, and it's clean for HKA.
Mega fall apart down the stretch, and HKA just kind of wait for Mega to try and engage on them. This is going to be the game. 2 games in a row against Mega. They eat the early game deficit and come back in the late game.
Yeah, it feels like 2 almost identical games with very different team compositions, but the tail of the tape is basically exactly the same. The Nexus will fall down, and Hongkong Attitude are going to draw first blood here for Group C.